welcome to the course Security Investment Case Analysis under Global Vision. Well, the name of the course seems a little bit longer, but it does capture the key features of this course. Simply from the name of this course, you can quickly find out 3 keywords. The first one is security investment. Yes, it is a course on investment, but only focus on security investments. Second keyword is case analysis. That is the key feature of this course. This course contains hundreds of cases in the area of security investment analysis. Third keyword is under global vision. That means the case studies in this course not only from mainland China, but also from other major security markets worldwide. So this helps us for an international vision of security investment analysis. This is your professor, Wang De. So, who am I? I am a professor working for the International Business School, Beijing Foreign Studies University. And I have a PhD degree from Renmin University of China. I have another master degree on business administration from State University of New York at Buffalo. Who are suitable for this course? I summarize 5 types of people who are very suitable for this course. First type of people, interested in security investment, but not skillful for analysis. Second type of people, interested in security analysis, but feel troublesome in searching, downloading, and processing data. Third type of people, have learned investment course, already knew a few concepts and theories, but no idea on how to apply them in reality. Fourth, learning Python and eager to use Python in reality. The fifth type, school instructors and students who are looking for good case studies in the course for investment. What are the features in this course? So we have 4 big features in this course. First one, learn by case studies. In this course, we have a couple of modules and topics. In each topic, we will start from a topic case. Then we will follow by the knowledge points in the cases. So we learn knowledge points from topic case. And finally, we will enhance by exercise cases. Second feature, live case studies. So most of the cases in this course can be replayed, replicated, and modified and expanded to other similar cases. Third features, most of the cases in this course will provide script, Python script, so you can do it yourself or by your own. The fourth features, global vision. Okay. The cases in this course from mainland China, Hong Kong, Japan, Korea, India, United States of America, and European countries such as France and Germany. How is the course organized? We have altogether 5 modules in this course. Of course, some of them are optional. And in each module, we have multiple topics. The topic structure is, first, we will have a topic case first for most of the topic, and then followed by knowledge points. And these knowledge points are embedded in the topic case. So we learn knowledge points from the topic case. And then a topic usually is ended with exercise cases. For these exercise cases, we do together. After you have done the exercise cases, I recommend you or I encourage you to post your results by screenshot into our course WeChat group. I will choose one of them for each exercise cases to demonstrate in our course. And we'll invite the person, boys and girls, to explain your results in microphone. And at the end of each module, we will have a module homework. Module homework is a comprehensive case studies made by yourself, okay? And we do this module homework by using the skills we have learned in this module. So what can be expected from this course? What are the contents in this course? I've said we have 5 modules in this course, although some of them are optional. Module 1. Module 1, we will talk about stock. Okay. And the major knowledge points in Module 1 is price movement, K-lines, stock return and risk, how to analyze stock return and risk, and stock trend analysis and comparative analysis. The major cases in this module is we have China Construction Bank, the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China. Here A refers to A share. A share means those stocks listed in mainland China. Here HK means stock listed in Hong Kong Stock Exchange, or HKEX. HKEX. 腾讯stock is listed in Hong Kong Stock Exchange. CNOOC. Okay, CNOOC is one of the 3 barrels of oil in China. These 3 barrels include the first one, biggest one, PetroChina. PetroChina. I think it's a great company. One of the biggest SOE companies in China. And the second one we call Sinopec. And the third one we call CNOOC. These 3 are all very good SOE companies in China. We call them 3 barrels of oil. And then we have some of the Chinese companies, their stock listed in US. We have Jingdong. We have Alibaba. So you may wonder why I write BABA for Alibaba, because BABA is the stock code of Alibaba listed in New York Stock Exchange. So in a word, it's the stock code of Alibaba. And NIO. NIO is a new energy motor manufacturer. Recent years, it gets very famous. And then we have Microsoft, IBM. IBM was a very famous IT company worldwide. So IBM stands for International Business Machines. And we have Facebook. So we also have stocks in other major stock markets worldwide. Besides China and US, we have Japanese stock, Toyota Motors. And we have Germany stocks, Daimler. Daimler is the father company of Mercedes-Benz. And we have BMW, the blue sky and white clouds. Module 2. In Module 2, our topic are on bond. So bond is probably one of the most complicated products in security investments. So the major knowledge points here are bonds elements, interest rates, and term structure. So you may wonder in bonds, why we talk about interest rates so much? Because in bond investment, interest rate is one of the most critical factors to determine bond price. It's very different from stock. A term structure means the term structure of interest rate or the relationship between short-term interest rate versus long-term interest rate. It's a little bit complicated here. And then we will talk about inflation. So why we talk about inflation in the part of bond? Because inflation is closely related with interest rate. Whenever we talk about inflation, we will talk about currency purchasing power. So it is closely related to inflation. Whenever we have inflation, the currency purchasing power gets low. And then market ranking about bonds, this part mainly in China. And then pricing models. This part is a little bit complicated as well. The major cases in this part, we have interest rate, inflation, currency purchasing power among China, Japan, and USA. Of course, we can add India as well. And interbank bond and exchange bond markets in China. This part, we talk about bond markets in China. And then we will demonstrate bonds price movement in China. So this part will be complicated. We will demo for macro models in bond pricing. We have 5 models made by macro in bond pricing. These models are the fundamentals for bond pricing. Module 3. In Module 3, we will talk about security market. The major knowledge points here is we will talk about market indexes, and market return and risk. So this is different from the return and risk of stock. And we will talk about market trend analysis and market comparative analysis. This part is pretty interesting, but not difficult for us to understand. Major cases. We will talk about security markets in China, including the Shanghai Stock Exchange and Shenzhen Stock Exchange. We will talk about the security market in other parts of Asian continents. And we will talk about the security markets in America, in European countries, and in the countries of Middle East and Africa as well. Then we will talk about the stock market index in China, focusing on CSI 300, SCI, Star 50, SJCI, GEMI, and HSI. After that, we will talk about the bond market in China, bond market indexes. We will have STBI, SEBI, and SCBI. So these bond market indexes are among the most important ones in China. So after that, we will talk about the security market indexes in the other major markets worldwide, including N225, KOSPI, BSE Sensex, Standard & Poor's 500, Dow Jones, Nasdaq Index, FTSE 100, DAX 30, CAC 40, as well as MOEX. Module 4, we will talk about company fundamentals. So this part, we have lots of knowledge points. The key knowledge points in this module, we have company profile, assets and liability analysis, profitability and prospect analysis, market assessment analysis, company valuation, as well as ESG. The ESG evaluation about a company. So ESG is a very popular topic nowadays worldwide, including China. So E refers to environment. S means social responsibility. G means corporate governance. We will have a big case study on this. The major case studies in this module, we have Moutai, Pinduoduo, and VIPS. And we have Apple, Meli, which means Mercado Libre. MELI is the stock code for this company. We have Amazon, we have eBay, we have Shopify. So recently, Shopify gets very famous as Shopify creates the third major e-commerce business model. We know that Amazon and Jingdong, they have similar business models. And we have eBay and Alibaba and Pinduoduo. They have similar business models. Now we have Shopify, which has the third major e-commerce business models worldwide. I'll explain in more details while we talk about Module 4. And then we will do an industrial comparison. So start from pharmaceutical companies, including those famous ones such as Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, Merck, Eli & Lilly, AstraZeneca, Novartis, and Moderna. So Moderna, Pfizer, they have famous COVID-19 vaccines. And then we have another industry, energy and mining. Those famous ones among them, such as WMB, such as SMM. SMM is Sumitomo Metal Mining. And we have Alcor as well. Those are very famous. We will have another industry, which is manufacturing. This time we use TSMC, HHP, Catcher, Logan, and MediaTek. So HHP is the father company of Foxconn. Most of the products of Apple's, such as iPhone, such as iPad, and MacBook, made in Foxconn. And HHP is its father company. Module 5. In Module 5, we will have an interesting topic. We will talk about investment portfolio. So you know the name of fund? Yes. Fund is a kind of investment portfolio. So the major knowledge points in this module, we have modern portfolio series. So usually we call this as MPT. And we will learn the magic use and application of Sharpe ratio in investment portfolio. We will also learn how to optimize investment portfolios. So the objective of portfolio optimization is we have two objectives. So the first one is maximize return of an investment portfolio, and in the meantime minimize the risk of an investment portfolio. And usually we do these two objectives together. So, of course, these will be very useful skills if you expect to become a fund manager in the future. Okay. The case studies in this module, we have Moutai, we have Wuliangye, 水井坊、吴景贡、口子窖、泸州老窖、酒鬼酒 and 山西汾酒. Okay. Some of you may like Moutai very much, right? Okay, any questions? If you have questions, you can directly post your questions into the chat window of Tengxun meeting, as well as the course WeChat group. If no questions, let's move to Module 1. Well, before we can move to Module 1, I still have another topic, how to install Python for this course. I'm sure most of you have installed Python successfully, but I still have to have a quick review on this part. Okay, we have 4 parts in this topic. First, how to install Python. So this course, we use Anaconda package. For Python, we have lots of different packages for it. I believe the Anaconda package for Python is a good starting point for Python beginners. And then we will need a Python plugin for this course. It's called CN. CN literally means Security Investment Analysis Tools. Okay, Security Investment Analysis Tool. So by using CN, we can greatly simplify the case studies in this course. So after that, we need to test our installation, whether our installation is successful or not. And then we will talk about some of the common problems for Python beginners. Okay, so the website of Anaconda is this. So the Anaconda individual edition is free of charge. And if you use a Windows computer, you choose this part. For most of you, I believe you can choose the 64 bits. And if you MacBook, you will choose this. And I recommend you choose this one. This one will be installed in graphical interface. Okay, so this is the installation of Anaconda. It is pretty simple. You just click next until finish. Not much things to talk. Just press next, all the way next. If we have installed Anaconda in Windows, it appears like this. You click the start, and then you find the Anaconda 3. So current version is Anaconda 3. And we have the Anaconda Navigator. So usually we do not need to use this part in this course. Usually we use this one, Jupyter Notebook. So Jupyter Notebook is a Python platform where we can key in our Python command, execute Python, and then we can see the results. And most important, we can save the Python script and result together in a file. And later we can reopen the file and see the results again without executing the code again. This part, Anaconda prompt. Wow. In Windows, we may use this part to install CN. This is for MacBook. So for MacBook, we can find the Launchpad and find out Anaconda Navigator here. Anaconda Navigator. And we start the Anaconda Navigator. And then we will see a screen like this. The one we need to choose is here, Jupyter Notebook. Of course, there are other Python tools and platforms, but we don't need to use them in this course. So the reason why we choose Jupyter Notebook as the Python platform for this course, because it is very friendly to Python beginners. Very friendly. It is the simplest Python platform. So this is a brief production about CN. So the functions of CN is to do security investment analysis. It supports more than 50,000 security products worldwide, including stock, bond, investment fund, futures, and options. And it supports the major security markets worldwide, including mainland China, Hong Kong, New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, AMEX, Japan, Korea, India, and most of the European countries. Okay, the platform we support is Windows and Mac OS as X. Okay, so SIAD needs the data source of security products. For China, mainland, and Hong Kong market, the data source, we use Sina Finance and Eastern Money for the first choice. And for American markets, we use Yahoo Finance. Okay. You may need internet access to Yahoo in order to make use of Yahoo Finance. And for European stock informations, we use another platform called Stock. So how does SIAD work? You may have heard the name Internet Crawler or Internet Spider. Yes, SIAD based on Internet Crawler. Okay, let me draw a graph and illustrate. Suppose it is the screen of your computer. And this is one of you, handsome boys or beautiful girls. Okay, sorry for my drawing. We key in Python commands. Yeah. Okay, Python commands here. Then Python will consider what are you doing and what kind of data we need. So your logic, what's your logic? What do you want to do? And what data we will need in order to support your requirements. So after we are clear about the requirements of data, and Python will begin to search data, Where do we search data? Of course, internet. This is internet. Okay. Including Sina Finance, including Eastern Money, including Yahoo Finance, including Fred, including OECD, including IMF, and even World Bank. We will search data for the data we need. So this part, we usually call them Internet Crawler, or Internet Spider, which will be done automatically, but it will provide you some of the information to explain what the Python is doing, such as begin to search data in something, how many data we have found, or what kind of data we are not able to find. So after they find the data required, they will download the data to your local disk. And then we will use those data to do calculations. And sometimes we have to do model analysis, such as regression. For some of the analytical requirements, we may need to do thousands of regressions. Of course, it will be done automatically. What you need to do is just wait, maybe thousands of regressions, in order to analyze a trend or do a trend analysis. Okay, we have two major fundamental methods for security investment analysis. Trend analysis is the first one. It's very simple but very useful method of analysis in security investments. Another one we usually do is comparative analysis, which is another very useful method. Okay, so next, I'll demonstrate how to install the SIAD plugin for Python for Windows. So after you click the Start button in Windows, it will demonstrate like this. And after you have installed Anaconda, you click the subfolder Anaconda. And then you find the encoder prompt. You select More, right-click, and then you will see Run as Administrator. Okay, if you done so, probably it works well, but sometimes it might be restricted by Windows Permission Management. Windows Permission Management. So in order to avoid such kind of restrictions, usually at the beginning, I recommend you to install CN using the Run as Administrator. Now, this is the window, a black Windows, a Windows last century, but still useful. Then we key in the command pip blank. Okay, there is a blank here. Then install blank. Then cn. Then enter. Enter. So if everything goes well, at the end of this command, you will see a very critical word called successfully installed. Successfully installed. I believe for most of you, you will see these critical keywords, but for a few people, you may encounter problems. So typical problems include typical problems. You see a lot of fail or failure. So this usually because you have another Python platform in your laptop, another platform such as PyCharm, or VS Code. Okay, the first most common reason. The second reason is, okay, you have previously installed Python and some of the plugin you have installed is incompatible with encoder. So the solution will be completely remove the previously installed Python plugin and install again. And there are some other reasons that mysterious. I don't know actually why you fail. So what I can recommend you is you have to, if you see the failure, you have to remove, uninstall all of them completely, and reinstall again and again and again. Okay. So after you have successfully installed Python and CN, then we can do a test. So, okay. You may wonder, well, for MacBook, we don't have that black Windows, right? So how do we install CN in MacBook? Okay. So in MacBook, first let's click Launchpad, and then we find encoder, and then, okay, we find Jupyter Notebook. We click New, and we click Python 3. Okay, I'll demonstrate later for you. So this is the screen, the interface after we start Jupyter Notebook. Okay, we have menus, very simple, and we have a list of the subfolders. So the first one we have New here. We click New and choose Python 3. Then we will see the interface like this. So this one we call a cell, which a blank line. So in this line, we click this first, then we click pip blank, install blank, cadd. Okay, how to execute this command? In Jupyter Notebook, the default command for execute a Python code is you press Shift key first and hold it, then press the Enter key. Or you can simply press Shift key and Enter key together. Okay,